So as I'm digging into the topsoil to put it in my wheelbarrow and move it over to the gardens, imagine my surprise. So I guess I moved the turtle a little bit too soon. Either that or she was done. So I dug a hole, shallow hole over by the gardens, and I'm going to go ahead and attempt to relocate the eggs. Normally I would leave them and leave the pile, but unfortunately in the course of my digging, many of them ended up in my wheelbarrow. I cautiously put them back here on top of the pile until I was able to give them a place to relocate. So I'm going to gently, they have a hard shell. They seem to each have a soft spot, which is very interesting. I'm going to go ahead and put them over here and rebury them. And God willing, they'll hatch normally. So I dug up a shallow hole and I got rid of all the rocks and the stones and stuff. So it wouldn't crush the eggs as the ground compacted. I thought my deer shot this morning was going to be the highlight of my my video taking today, but I guess not. This is incredible. This is just amazing. I had taken the turtle, carefully of course, by the back of the shell, the rear of the back of the shell, and relocated her in the little waterway we have here cutting through the middle of the property. Thinking that was the end of it. So I noticed when when I uncovered the eggs, she had very little dirt between them for cushioning. A lot of them were on top of each other. So as you can see, there's not really a lot of dirt in between them. So I will put them over by our garden and mark them off so we don't step on them or compact the soil. Yeah, what an amazing day. What an amazing day. So I'm not much of an expert on reburying turtle eggs, so I'm just going to do the best I can to replicate what was there. And like I said, God willing, they'll hatch. So you never know what you come up to, what God has for you or the universe has for you on any given time, any given day. But what an opportunity to be blessed and celebrate life. You know, it almost, problems and worries sometimes can melt away when you learn to live in the moment. I can't speak for everybody and I can't speak for every problem, but one of the things I've learned this year is to live in the moment and embrace everything that life has for me. And I find that my life has a lot more meaning and joy. And there's a lot more things to be thankful for than I was ever aware of. So I hope the video isn't too monotonous, and I didn't want to lose the opportunity to put this on film Not that I have any cinematography skills, but that being said, I only have one hand. So there you have it. I think we can get this to one more trip. And I've got a couple of stakes I brought over to kind of mark off the area. We don't walk too much in this area. It's right next to the gardens, but it's easy enough to avoid when we're working. So, yeah. Alright, I think this is our last bunch, I think. I didn't bother to count them, but that's okay, no need. God knows how many there are. So, and it's really cool to share this with anybody that watches. You know, share the experience. So, here we go. I believe this is the end of it. And I'm trying to keep it relatively shallow as the original one was. But make sure there's no rocks. We found that turtle in the front garden. Joan's got a beautiful landscape job she's done along the front walk, and she walked out in the morning and found dirt all over the pavers, the walkway, and she thought the cat must have gotten in there and just made a mess of things. Not that she normally does it on a regular basis, but that was the only thing she could think of until she found right there on the scene of the crime the snapping turtle. So we walked away and kind of kept an eye on the snapping turtle as best we could while we went about our day. We suspected she was trying to lay eggs, but the turtle eventually left. We didn't know where it went to, so I received a topsoil delivery yesterday for our raised bed gardens, which are extremely late, but it's my first time ever doing that. So I didn't want to wait until next year, even though they might be tremendously late. It's good to get the practice and get the learning curve in a little bit. I hesitate to put grass over this. I'm going to keep it just dirt. I'm putting grass on the edge a little bit, but directly above the eggs, I'm going to keep it just topsoil. And I think as time goes on, I'm going to make sure it stays clear. So, alright, there we have it. God willing, these beautiful eggs will hatch. So I'm going to mark those out, demark them, and who knows, maybe we'll be there when they come out. There you have it.